Assalamu alaikum dear students, I am Nida Akmal, your social studies teacher from Arait School, Ferozpur Road campus. Dear student, here is the last part of our Unit 5, Muslims in South Asia, Mughal Empire. Mughal Empire was basically started in 1526 and last in 1857. In our previous videos, we have discussed about the some Mughal emperor and the remaining one are discussed in this part. As we discussed in our previous videos that the Mughal Empire was basically a Muslim dynasty and ruled from 16th to 18th century in South Asia. And we have total 7 Mughal emperors: Babur, Humayun, Akbar, Jahangir, Shah Jahan, Aurangzeb and Bahadur Shah, Zafar. In this part, we are going to discuss about the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb, who was the 6th emperor of the Mughal Empire and perhaps the wealthiest as well as the most powerful ruler of that time. And Aurangzeb was the one of the Mughal emperor who took his own father Shah Jahan as prisoner, and he killed his own brother and took empire from them. Shah Jahan was the 5th Mughal emperor and the greatest Mughal emperor, जिनकी आर्किटेक्चरल अचीवमेंट्स को हमने डिस्कस किया, जिसमें लाहौर में मौजूद शाही किला और लाहौर में मौजूद जो हमारे पास शालीमार बाग है और ठट्ठा में मौजूद जो है शाहजहां मस्जिद, उनकी ग्रेट आर्किटेक्चर का एक शाहकार है. तो औरंगजेब ने अपने ही फादर को कैद कर दिया और उनसे इस डायनेस्टी को, इस एम्पायर को कॉन्फिस्केट कर लिया, छीन लिया और इसके लिए उन्होंने अपने ब्रदर को भी जो है वो किल कर दिया, उनको भी असैसिनेट किया और उनसे एम्पायर छीन लिया. और he was the one of the Mughal emperor who ruled 49 years in the India. So his empire was also one of the longest empire in Indian history. अब हम डिस्कस करेंगे some notable achievements of Aurangzeb. So the great achievement of the Aurangzeb was the construction of Badshahi Mosque, which was considered as the largest mosque in the subcontinent, and it is situated in Lahore. And in the same way, Aurangzeb was very skilled calligrapher as his own, and he expanded the Mughal Empire through his invasions, and he conquered many of the areas and expanded the Mughal Empire. So the student, this legend Mughal Empire was last with the rule of Bahadur Shah Zafar. So Bahadur Shah Zafar was considered as the last Mughal emperor. Bahadur Shah Zafar was basically a poet. He was very good poet, musician and calligrapher as well. And he was basically an art lover more than a political leader. He was a weak ruler. So British took advantage of it and he made his stronghold and influenced the Mughal Empire. He was captured by the British in 1857 and Bahadur Shah Zafar was imprisoned in Rangoon, where he died in 1862. So here is the start of the British rule in subcontinent and the great empire of the Mughal Empire last. How the decline of the Mughal Empire was happened. This great empire basically experienced some political instability and succession issues because the last rulers was not much capable to hold this empire. And after the death of Aurangzeb in 1707, the empires faced some economic decline because there are some heavy taxation and decline in trade as well. And the most important factor of British influence, because they sold their products in very cheaper rates, and they established their East India Company and expanded his power in India. They gradually influenced the Mughal Empire by their products, and they hold overall the Mughal Empire. Then the another remarkable event of the history is War of Independence 1857. This War of Independence was basically fought between the Indians, in which Hindus and Muslims are included, and the War of Independence was basically the important landmark in the history of the subcontinent. This war was basically fought in 1857 by Indians against the British, because they want to get rid of their domination, because they lost their power and they want to regain their domination. So it was an extreme effort made by Indians, but unfortunately they failed, and there are lot of reasons of this failure, because they have some mutual jealousies, and they have also the lack of unity, and they have lack of a good leadership as well. Due to some reasons, they failed in it, and War of Independence, and as the result of War of Independence, Muslim faced many challenges after the War of Independence. There was very tough time after War of Independence for the Muslims, because British considers Muslim are the main figure behind the War of Independence. So they treated Muslims in very bad manner. So Muslims have faced many challenges after War of Independence. Likewise, they have loss of political power, because the British are not going to consider any of the Muslim in the political stability, in the political decisions. So as the same way, they confiscate their lands and Muslim became landless. Many of the Muslims had to face unemployment, because they are not supposed to offer the jobs for Muslims. They are restricted the jobs for the Muslims, and they offer their jobs to Hindus. As the same way, they have faced the loss of their properties. They have loss of their government jobs, because British confiscate their government jobs and they fight from their positions. And same as it is the ruin of their economic basis, and there is the threat to the elimination of Islamic culture, because British impose their own laws, and same as it is they replace English language with the Persian, and same as it is they uh, forcefully imposed their own laws and their own ways. So there was very tough time for the Muslims after War of Independence. Okay, dear students, hopefully this chapter and this information will more helpful for you. And now this is all about the Mughal Empire and the influence of the British rule in subcontinent. So take care yourself. Thank you so much, dear students. Allah Hafiz.